All right, we are back. We reloaded that. I
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
wanted to see if there was another option.
I'll deal with you in a moment.
Sure.
Knight, why is this...
Uh-huh. He's still alive. Because you're wrong about him.
Him! Danse isn't a man. It's a machine. An automaton created by the Institute. It wasn't born from the womb of a loving mother. It was grown within the cold confines of a laboratory. Flesh is flesh. Machine is machine. The two were never meant to intertwine. By attempting to play God, the Institute has taken the sanctity of human life and corrupted it beyond measure.
After all I've done for the Brotherhood, all the blood I've spilled in our name, how can you say that about
You're
me?
the physical embodiment of what we hate most. Technology that's gone too far. Look around you, Danse. Look at the scorched earth and the bones that litter the wasteland. Millions, perhaps even billions, died because science outpaced man's restraint. They called it a new frontier and pushing the envelope, completely disregarding the repercussions. Can't you see the same thing is happening again? You're a single bomb in an arsenal of thousands, preparing to lay waste to what's left of mankind.
I never had that option for dialogue before, but now that we did, so I'm kind of actually happy that we reloaded, or I did that over.
Danse wants to save mankind, not destroy it.
You're as delusional as you are insubordinate. How can you trust the word of a machine that thinks it's alive? A machine that's had its mind erased, its thoughts programmed, its very soul manufactured. Those ethics that it's striving to champion aren't even its own. They were artificially inserted in an attempt to have it blend into society.
It's true. I was built within the confines of a laboratory, and some of my memories aren't my own. But when I saw my brothers dying at my feet, I felt sorrow. When I defeated an enemy of the Brotherhood, I felt pride. And when I heard your speech about saving the Commonwealth, I felt hope. Don't you understand? I thought I was human, Arthur. From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood, I've done absolutely nothing to betray your trust, and I never will.
It's too late for that now. The Institute has foolishly chosen to grant you life. You simply should not exist. I don't intend to debate this any longer. My orders stand.
It's all right. We did our best. You convinced me that I was wrong to be ashamed of my true identity, and I thank you for it. Whatever you decide, know that I'm going to my grave with no anger and no regrets.
Touching. Either you execute Danse, or I will, Knight. The choice is yours.
After all the sacrifices I've made, and all the battles I've fought for the Brotherhood, you need to listen to me. You owe me that much.
Very well. I'm listening.
Oh, thank God. I thought we were... Okay, so I did a hard save before we even got out here, so I'm not really worried.
Whether he's human or not, Danse saved the lives of countless Brotherhood soldiers. Now it's time you saved his.
Danse was merely following.
This is so important right now. I'm going to keep reloading.
Whether he's human or not, Danse saved the lives of countless Brotherhood soldiers. Now it's time you saved his.
Danse was...
Oh my God. It has a long dialogue, too. Ugh.
Whether he's human or not, Danse saved the lives of countless Brotherhood soldiers. Now it's time you saved his.
Danse was...
Whether he's human or not, Danse saved the lives of countless Brotherhood soldiers. Now it's time you saved his.
You're a stubborn man. So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse. Allowing Danse to live undermines everything the Brotherhood stands for. Yet you insist that he remains alive, which leaves me with only a single alternative. Danse, as far as I'm concerned, you're dead. You were pursued and slain by this Brotherhood Knight, and your remains were incinerated. From this day forward, you are forbidden to set foot on the Pridwin, or speak to anyone from the Brotherhood of Steel. Should you choose to ignore me, know you'll be fired upon Immediately. Do we understand each other?
I do. Thank you for believing in me, Arthur.
Don't mistake my mercy for acceptance. The only reason you're still alive is because of him. I'm returning to the Pridwin Night. Take some time. Say your goodbyes. And then I expect to see you there. We still have the Institute to deal with.
Someone's not interested in visitors.
Do you know what I did to save your life? I reloaded like 9 different times.
Excuse me.
It took a hell of a lot of guts to stand up to Maxon like that.
So what are you gonna do now?
I've decided to stay here. I didn't plan on spending the rest of my days at this old listening post, but it will have to do. Besides, you're still gonna need my help, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you wander the Commonwealth alone. Now, you better get back to the Pridwin. In the meantime, I'll start making this bunker more livable. If you ever need me, I'll be right here.
What about Halen?
I don't think Maxon knew she was involved, so she'll be safe. I'll contact her and let her know what happened here. It's the least I could do.
Are you gonna have a problem killing synths?
I might physically be a synth, but my heart and mind belong to the Brotherhood. The Institute is still a tremendous threat to the Commonwealth. They possess technologies that need to be confiscated or destroyed. I promise you, I won't hesitate to pull the trigger on them.
Goodbye, Danse.
Farewell. I hope the next time we meet, it will be under happier circumstances. It feels good
Hey.
to walk among
You
friends.
say the word.
Piper,
You hungry? These always keep me going.
your thoughts?
I can't believe Danse was a synth. I mean, I can, because, you know, I've heard him speak.
Oh, nothing.
All right.
The amount of effort I put into this one. Alrighty. So, the Brotherhood probably doesn't like us. Yeah. But we kept Danse alive, and that's what's important. This is my story. I do what I want. Well, let's see what happens. Are we gonna get fired upon?
I always suspected there was something weird about Paladin then.
Reporting is ordered, Elder.
Before we continue, I want to make one thing clear. This conversation will be the last time we speak about Danse. As far as the Brotherhood of Steel is concerned, he's dead. Do you understand?
You're not gonna have him killed behind my back, are you?
I'm a man of my word, Knight. If he remains invisible to the Brotherhood of Steel, he has nothing to fear. Of course, Dance's execution creates a missing link in our chain of command. That traitor held quite an important position with us. I'm certain that you'll make a fine replacement. His quarters and all his possessions are now yours, including his personal suit of power armor. Congratulations, Paladin.
Where did Danse keep his power armor?
I'm certain you can find it in Proctor Ingram's section of the ship. Wear it with pride. Just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be a symbol of integrity to our brothers and sisters. I trust you won't disappoint them, or disappoint me. In any event, we still have the Institute to contend with, and a lot of work to do before we can begin our final assault. While the finishing touches are being put onto Liberty Prime, Captain Kells has identified a potential threat to our operations. Report to him immediately for your next assignment. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Upgrade. Wait.
Elder Maxon?
I'm occupied at the moment. We'll speak later.
Alright, so where is this one? Speak to Lancer Captain Kells. Are you outside? Or, oh, never mind, you're downstairs.
Stray radio signals keep pinging the array.
Ah,
Gonna try to
Paladin.
filter it out.
Good. Now that the unfortunate matter regarding Danse has been settled, we can return to our primary mission.
I'm ready, Captain.
Good, because this mission demands your full attention. Now, before we launch our attack on the Institute, we need to address another threat. The Railroad. They're a small but capable group that uses subterfuge and guerrilla tactics to harass their enemies. Our tactical analysis says they could possibly hamper or harm our operations, which is a risk I'm not willing to take. If we strike them now, we should be able to maximize the amount of damage we do to their organization.
Why is the railroad such a threat?
Even with their relatively small numbers, the Railroad is a constant threat to our operations. They've already proven to be resilient against superior forces, with a knack for disappearing when cornered. Worse still, they possess the capability to help synths flee the Institute. If we intend to end the synth menace, we need to plug the leaks. Destroying the Railroad hinges on completely eliminating their leadership. Otherwise, they'll simply regroup somewhere else. To that end, here's a list of the 5 targets we believe would cause a catastrophic failure in their chain of command.
Only 5 targets? I was hoping for more.
I'll take your enthusiasm as a confirmation of my orders. Now, before you depart, Proctor Ingram has additional orders for you to complete.
Our sources tell us that the Railroad has some sort of experimental or prototype robot in their headquarters. They're calling it the Predictive Analytic Machine, or PAM for short. Cute, huh? They use the robot for complex strategic calculations that are much more efficient than anything we can generate here. If you could use this holotape to decrypt the security on Pam's terminal, it will force the unit to return to the Pridwin. I'm certain we could put Pam's computing power to good use. Otherwise, destroy it. We wouldn't want it to fall into the Institute's hands.
Anything useful you can tell me about Pam?
We have very little information on it. Its primary function is supposed to be using mathematical calculations in order to predict future events. I have no idea how successful it was, but if the Railroad's been using Pam for this long, it's got to be providing them with some sort of benefit. I'm sure Proctor Quinlan would be pleased to have it in his possession.
I think that should be sufficient information to assist you on the mission, Paladin. When you're ready, proceed to the Old North Church and link up with our assault team. They'll provide demolition support and all the firepower you'll need to take the Railroad down. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
If you find anything interesting in the Railroad headquarters...
You are now enemies with the Railroad. It's fine. I didn't really like the Railroad anyway. That's why I tried to like avoid the quests. I think this is the main mission actually, to reach Bunker Hill. Okay, so tactical
Don't forget to bring
thinking,
it
we could
back
do that
here.
one.
Hull plating integrity looks good. No need for resistance.
Something tells me I'm either gonna get the Brotherhood ending or a somewhat neutral ending. Alright, so where are we going? Let me see, would I need... I'm gonna go in with power armor just in case.
Oh boy.
We're going in with power armor just in case, because you know the Old North Church is where the Railroad were or have been hiding, so I assume we have to eliminate them. And now we're enemies with them, so Yeah. Going in with power armor. Alright, boys, let's do this. By the way, there's a mission we could do to old guns. I figured out how to do it because I googled it. But we still have to do it and I'm kind of lazy. I kind of want to do this story. It's actually picking up a lot.
What? Let's do this.
Hostiles in sight!
No!
What was that?
You killed him. They're all over me.
Oh my god, the potato is real.
Get out of there. Got my arm. Move up, soldier. Go.
Dude, I take like no damage in this power arm.
The hell are you doing? Back off.
Better than expected.
Okay, so they're downstairs. I never really liked the railroad.
Shoot on
Got
sight.
trouble. Oh God! Don't look.
At Victoria.
Something it hadn't come to that. How far down you think these go?
What's that noise?
Target located.
There's really no need for me
Hey, you still
to
there?
use VATS.
I can barely see in here.
Detonation pack secured and ready, sir. Freaks, die!
Got me!
Another victory for the Brotherhood.
One day I'd like to not get shot at.
Something's out there.
Alright.
All in one piece.
Yep, I'm glad we went in with power armor. Alright, so let's see. We got 1 point. I don't know what to put it in. Damage resistance is pretty good. We need to be level 31 and 41 to get that one. So we might put it in damage resistance. That's also pretty good. I do have a lot of stim packs though, so I'm not really worried. I'd rather have just take less damage.
Let's do this.
Hear that? Was that you?
Shit! We got company!
Look alive, everyone.
Not now.
That was a very...
We fixed her!
Get the wrong people there. You're in trouble.
Sam, I'm coming home.
Ooh, that's a lot of ammo and a railway rifle. The railway rifle is pretty good, actually.
I wonder if this is normal for other journalists.
Pam.
Intruder countermeasures active. This unit is incapable of voice communication.
Wait, hold on. What? Reprogram Pam or destroy Pam. How do you reprogram it? Oh, hold on.
Pam.
Factory reset mode enabled. Command mode available.
Okay, so we don't do anything else. Let me see. Port to Lancer, Captain Kells. Alright. The railroad has been taken care of. Our stuff is still here. Hey, we put that stuff in here, I remember. Now, like, if we try to steal it, it's considered stolen. Alrighty. Railroad has been eliminated. I don't really want to kill the Institute, but I don't want them to take control either.
Minimal resistance, Paladin.
Oh, we could have teleported from inside. I'm dumb. I just keep thinking you have to go outside to actually do it. Alright, let's go hear what the person has to say, the captain. I hate having to travel back here all the time. Look at his face. All the power cores I've saved since the beginning, I found my first one. It's coming to use now. Let me see something. Optional, inform the railroad. Oops, that's a little bit late now.
Well, it appears that the railroad won't be a hindrance to our future operations.
What's going to happen to their headquarters?
The location doesn't hold tactical significance, so we'll simply post a small squad there, in case any stragglers choose to return. I'm also pleased you managed to secure Pam, rather than allow it to be destroyed. We are having it brought to the Pridwin, where it will be installed in Proctor Quinlan's office. It's an amazing piece of pre-war technology that should prove to be quite beneficial to us. Speaking of pre-war technology, Proctor Ingram is putting the final touches on Liberty Prime and requires your assistance. Congratulations on another successful mission, Paladin. Ad Victoriam.
I can't talk right now.
So doing more Brotherhood stuff. I'm not sure. I assume we're coming in close to the end.
Attention. This is a reminder. Any recovered historical, technological, or social documentation should be delivered directly to Proctor Quinlan.
Primary directives have been altered.
That is all.
You look like you've been through the ringer, Paladin. Can't say that I blame you. That was a hell of a business with Danse. Can't even imagine having to look him in the face and pull the trigger.
Do you think I did the right thing?
You're damn right you did. He was a synth, and he needed to go down hard. We can't make exceptions for anyone. If there was even an ounce of Brotherhood left in Danse, I'm betting he would have told you the same thing. Anyway, we need to move on to more important things now. Like getting Liberty Prime off of life support. We've been feeding him power through the Pridwin's engines, but there isn't nearly enough juice to cold start his fusion reactor. That's why we need you to find us a beryllium agitator.
How can the beryllium agitator start up his reactor?
If Prime's reactor is a campfire, the beryllium agitator is like a match. Strike it, throw it on the logs, and the whole thing ignites. Fusion reactors need a massive power surge in order to get the reaction started. Once it starts, it's self-sustaining. I'm sure I could get one of my scribes to bore you to death with the details, but you get the gist.
And I'm betting you know right where to find it.
Of course I do. I didn't become head of ship maintenance just because of my good looks, you know? Quinlan dug up some dirt on a company called Mass Fusion. They were a power utility company before the world went belly up. The CEO was some kind of an inventor. Dreamed up all sorts of nuclear power toys. The agitator was his crown jewel. Records show he was working on it in his lab at the top of their high-rise in the financial district. That's where we're headed. Hope you don't mind a little company, because I'm coming with you.
Why would you want to go?
Are you kidding me? Mass fusion was on the cutting edge of atomic technology. And considering there hasn't been much in the way of engineering advancements lately, that makes it a goddamn gold mine. I'm not gonna miss an opportunity like that.
It would be helpful if you tagged along.
I knew you'd see it my way. Kells has a vertibird on standby, waiting to drop us off on the roof of the Mass Fusion Tower. Grab whatever gear you need and meet me on the flight deck. But don't take too long. If the Institute finds out the agitator's there, they'll do everything they can to keep it out of our hands.
Alright. We're definitely not informing the Institute.